Chapter 3: The Physical and Mental Toll of Bottling Up Emotions. While many men believe that suppressing their emotions is a way to maintain control or appear strong, the truth is that bottled-up feelings don't simply vanish. Instead, they begin to manifest both in the mind and in the body, leading to a wide range of mental health issues and physical ailments. Over time, the emotional burden of suppression takes a toll on men's overall well-being, making it harder to cope with stress and enjoy fulfilling relationships. This chapter will explore the many ways that emotional suppression negatively impacts both the mental and physical health of men, shedding light on the deep, often unseen costs of keeping emotions bottled up. 1. The psychological cost of emotional suppression. Emotional suppression is not just about holding in tears or avoiding difficult conversations. It is a long-term, ingrained coping mechanism that can cause significant psychological distress. When emotions are suppressed, they don't go away, they fester beneath the surface and can lead to a variety of mental health challenges. Anxiety. One of the most common effects of emotional suppression is anxiety. When a person continually suppresses their feelings, the body remains in a state of heightened stress, unable to process emotions properly. This persistent internal struggle can lead to feelings of unease, restlessness, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Men who suppress their emotions may experience generalized anxiety or situational anxiety tied to specific stressors like work, family dynamics, or major life transitions. Depression. Depression is another significant mental health issue that often results from the long-term suppression of emotions. The inability to express feelings can cause men to feel emotionally numb, disconnected, and hopeless. Over time, these feelings of isolation can lead to a sense of deep sadness, lack of interest in activities that once brought joy, and an overall loss of purpose. In men, depression may not always look like it does in women. Instead of expressing sadness, men may display irritability, frustration, or anger. The inability to process and release these emotions often leads to feelings of helplessness and emotional exhaustion. Men who are depressed may struggle with the stigma of vulnerability, believing that reaching out for help is a sign of weakness, which only exacerbates their mental health struggles. Anger and irritability. Anger is one of the most common and immediate emotional responses for men who suppress other feelings like fear, sadness, or frustration. When emotions are bottled up, they tend to come out in bursts of irritation or explosive anger. This is often seen in men who suppress their vulnerabilities to maintain control or appear stoic. The anger is typically a surface emotion, a defense mechanism masking deeper feelings of hurt, sadness, or fear. Over time, this accumulation of suppressed anger can result in outbursts, difficulties with emotional regulation, and problems in relationships. It can also create a cycle of frustration where the person feels angry about being angry but unable to break free from the emotional gridlock. 2. The physical consequences of bottled-up emotions. Emotional suppression isn't just harmful to mental health, it also has significant physical consequences. The mind and body are deeply connected, and when emotions are suppressed, the body reacts in a variety of ways. The long-term effects of this suppression can result in chronic conditions that can impact a man's overall quality of life. Cardiovascular health. One of the most serious physical tolls of emotional suppression is its impact on cardiovascular health. The stress of keeping emotions in check can elevate levels of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Chronic stress, in turn, can increase blood pressure, raise cholesterol levels, and lead to a higher risk of heart disease and stroke. Men who bottle up emotions over time may be more prone to developing conditions like hypertension, heart attacks, or other cardiovascular diseases. Headaches and migraines. Emotional suppression can also manifest in chronic physical pain, including headaches and migraines. Tension in the neck and shoulders, a common physical response to stress, can lead to persistent headaches, especially when emotions are not being properly processed. Men who struggle with bottling up their feelings may find that they frequently experience tension headaches or more severe migraine attacks, which can further exacerbate feelings of frustration and helplessness. Digestive issues. Another common physical manifestation of emotional suppression is digestive problems. Stress and suppressed emotions can interfere with the digestive system, leading to issues like indigestion, acid reflux, and irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. The body's fight-or-flight response, activated by emotional stress, can disrupt normal digestion, leading to discomfort, bloating, and irregular bowel movements. For many men, the physical discomfort of these digestive issues becomes yet another source of frustration, which only serves to deepen the emotional burden. Sleep disturbances. Emotional suppression can also interfere with sleep. Men who are constantly managing their emotions in isolation may find it difficult to relax at night, leading to insomnia or disturbed sleep patterns. The mental burden of unresolved emotions can keep the mind active, preventing the body from entering a restful state. Poor sleep, in turn, leads to fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating during the day, further hindering emotional well-being. 3. The impact on relationships and social connections. As men continue to suppress their emotions, the toll it takes on their mental and physical health also begins to affect their relationships. Emotional suppression can create emotional distance between men and their partners, friends, and family members. When a man keeps his emotions bottled up, it becomes difficult for others to understand or connect with him on a deeper level. Over time, this disconnect can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and frustration. In romantic relationships, the inability to communicate emotions can erode intimacy. A partner who is emotionally closed off may appear distant or unapproachable, leaving their spouse feeling unsupported and misunderstood. This can create a cycle of emotional disconnection that is difficult to break, particularly if both partners are unable or unwilling to address the underlying emotional issues. 4. The escalating effects of suppression. The longer emotional suppression continues, the more intense and far-reaching the consequences can become. What may begin as occasional irritability or mild anxiety can gradually snowball into chronic stress, depression, and physical ailments. Men who bottle up their emotions may find themselves trapped in a cycle of emotional numbness where they struggle to access their feelings at all. The result is not only poor mental health but also a diminished ability to enjoy life or engage fully in relationships. The hidden nature of emotional suppression makes it particularly dangerous. Because it often operates beneath the surface, men may not even realize the toll it's taking on their lives until the consequences are severe. This makes addressing emotional suppression early on a critical step in preventing long-term health issues. 5. Moving toward healing, recognizing the signs. The first step in breaking the cycle of emotional suppression is recognizing the toll it is taking. Whether it's through physical symptoms like headaches, sleep disturbances, or digestive issues, or mental symptoms like anxiety, depression, or anger, men must become more attuned to the ways their emotions are manifesting in their bodies. By acknowledging the connection between suppressed emotions and physical/mental health, men can begin to take steps toward emotional expression and healing. Conclusion: the urgency of addressing emotional suppression. Bottling up emotions may feel like a way to stay in control, but the long-term toll it takes on a man's mental and physical health is undeniable. From anxiety and depression to heart disease and chronic pain, the consequences of emotional suppression are far-reaching and significant. It's crucial for men to understand these effects so they can take steps toward healthier emotional expression and begin the process of healing before the damage becomes irreversible. In the next chapter, we will explore how emotional suppression affects relationships and how men can begin to rebuild meaningful connections with others.